We are back, baby.
Like, what are we even doing? What is this?
It's been a minute.
I think it was a good minute.
Yeah.
We've done this a lot in our podcasting careers.
Yeah. Well, never this long.
No.
I think, we started this podcast back in
2015.
No, it was not 2015. It was in Oroville, California.
Yeah. Sorry.
In our spare bedroom.
Yeah.
In 2019. It was right before we left for New Zealand.
Yeah. 2019.
That's insane. So it was like 2020. It was 2020.
No, around that time. But geez, dude, 7 years?
Yeah, that's insane. And we've showed up quite consistently.
We've called it so many different things too. The Freedom and Scrubs podcast.
Yep.
The
Travsessed
podcast.
Obsessed.
Now it's Obsessed With.
Just 3, I guess.
Okay.
Evolves.
Yeah.
I kind of just think we should have kept it Travsessed.
No,
Anyway.
I like Obsessed With.
So, so my dad passed away in February. That's crazy. No, sorry, March. But February is kind of when things started. It's like, and after that, it was just like, I need to pull away from everything. I think it I just felt like my whole world stopped, and I just needed space and I needed time. I didn't feel like talking about anything or sharing anything. It was just like a time I needed for myself to just be.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Golly, that was March. Jeez, what a whirlwind.
So
that was just a crazy time too, just with everything going on and then being here and trying to figure out next moves and what we were doing. It was just a lot. So I think it was a good amount of time to just sit and be, because I don't think we've even really done that, to have like this much time to just kind of put everything on hold. We didn't have trips going. We didn't have like anything going. It was just kind of like us here. It was kind of, I don't know. I just felt like it was looking back on that, like it was difficult, obviously, with your dad passing, but it was also pretty, almost like a recharge in a way, like a settling.
Well, yeah. And I think obviously when you like lose somebody that you're so close with, it puts a lot of things in perspective. But I think for me, it was like we share everything, and I love talking about everything, and like I love sharing about our life. It's funny because like my sister is the total opposite. I'm like, can you like post some stories, even if you just share them with me, like of like what the kids are up to. They're always doing stuff, but she never takes pictures. She never shares, but she doesn't share anything. And I'm like, gosh, I wish you would like share more, because I want to see what you guys are up to, right? Where again, for us, we're always sharing everything that's going on. Like if I don't post like an Instagram story in like a day, my mom's like, Kimberly, is everything okay?
Is everything okay? Yeah.
What's going on? And it's just funny because I'm like, Mom, everything's fine. I just need a freaking minute, you know? But we share everything, and I love sharing everything. I love talking about everything. I feel like we've been open books since the day we started anything. Like when we started going online and teaching about traveling, we've always just put everything out there, and I love to do that. And I think after he passed, I was just like, okay, I just need space from everything. Like I don't want to share it. I don't want to talk. I just want to be alone in my own little cocoon and to kind of think and be and process and grieve. And I don't feel like doing anything else. And I think that's just exactly what I needed. And I felt I needed that. And obviously grief is like a roller coaster of emotion, but I feel in a more solid place, obviously. Not, still every day, is different as things come up, but I feel more solid to be like, okay, like I'm ready to kind of start.
Well, I mean, not only just the grief, I think there was a lot of growth in our relationship that happened, and there was a lot of holes exposed that we had to rebuild, and things that we had to learn from just that situation. And so I think it was a good reset.
Yeah, 100%.
And now it's like we both are kind of on, a lot to look forward to moving forward, especially now. And I think it's just the perfect time to get back into the podcast.
Yeah. honestly, it's my favorite thing to do. Like, because for me, it just feels like you and I show up, and it's like almost work. Our little time during the week where we just kind of sit and talk and share and talk about things that are going on. And I love connecting with, the people that the people who listen, and just like, I don't know, it's just fun. I really do enjoy it. So
yeah, it's like a therapy session for us too.
I mean, I don't know about therapy, but
no, you talk things out, and like sometimes, I mean, I've had, just dating back from the podcast in general, there's been things I've been like, oh yeah, like that's interesting, like, or like thinking about something or getting excited about something. It kind of allows us to, like you said, just have that moment of just free space to share in the way that we like to share. Whereas like social media is so like,
2 seconds.
It's 2 seconds,
Yeah.
or, oh God, it's more than a minute, so you better cut it down. And like, you can't really like share all of that, or like, this is just our open space.
I agree. It's like long form content in a way to be able to, you're sharing like a tiny clip of something, where I feel like this is just us being able to share behind the scenes and share real life and elaborate on things. And I don't know, a podcast is my favorite form of content. I just love it as a consumer and as somebody who does one. So
Kiss up yawning,
start
dude.
Drinking your
Jeez,
Celsius, bro.
Pete.
I got you the double batch.
I'm like on the struggle bus a little bit.
I can't believe you drink that. What's the difference in caffeine? Mine is,
I know.
I don't know. Where does it say it? I don't even know.
Above the warning.
I think mine's like 65.
It also says do not exceed 1 serving per day.
What?
Yeah.
Well, this is 1 serving.
I know. It's right there. Contains 200 milligrams. Mine's 270.
So what's a cup of coffee?
I don't know, babe. I'm not a caffeine guru.
I think it's like 65. I don't know. Anyways, I love Celsius.
All right. So this week's podcast.
So,
what are you looking at?
Sorry, just getting texts. And I have an Instacart shopper shopping right now, and so you know how they have to reach out, and I have him getting romaine.
Oh no!
For possibly a Caesar salad tomorrow. So I said, please don't get it if it's brown or rotten, and if it is, do not get it. So that they send me pictures to make sure I approve. I'm very specific with my.
So you're doing that while we're doing this?
Yeah, it's fine. He just started shopping, so that's it. I just have to keep an eye on it just to make sure there's no issues.
Okay.
Okay, so as we're sitting here right now, crazy. Also, we're trying to do a video of this again. This was Aaron's idea of the podcast.
Okay, you're talking to me.
I know, but I'm also talking to the listener. If you've been a long-term podcast listener, then you know we've attempted to do video in the past. But
Kim couldn't stop staring at the camera.
For some reason, I just feel awkward. I don't know why. It's the same thing. It's just you and I. I have no issue getting on camera, talking, doing live trainings, things like that. But for some reason, with the podcast, I don't know. It just makes me feel like a little bit on edge. But when I said I wanted to get back and start doing the podcast again, you said, okay, but I want to do video. So here we are.
Yeah.
We got the lights, the camera, the action.
Yeah. I mean, obviously here in our office, it's a little different, but I also thought how cool would it be, because of what we're going to get into in this podcast, of how our lives are changing. And what a cool thing to do. Cause I always have my computer with me everywhere we go. And I have a little tiny camera that goes on the computer, and being able to take our podcast mobile so that our listeners can actually see when we're in Peru and Kilimanjaro and Turkey and Greece and it's we like to do debrief podcasts of our trips and what we're experiencing. And I think, you and I are about to be on the road a lot more. And so that just adds another aspect. It's fun. It doesn't take a internet connection to really do. And so it's just something we can always have in a way to share with our audience. Whoever wants to listen, they can come on and get a visual of your amazing facial expressions and reactions.
I do think that actually having a camera might help, because I think, when why are you looking at me like that?
I'm interested in what you're going to say.
Just your facial, you are more aware, right? Like when you, okay, so we just, we created a new mini course for travelers. Okay. We created it a little bit ago, but I was going through it because we were like packaging up. We're going to be doing a live training. So if you're listening and you're interested in learning more like about traveling, we're going to be doing something really fun soon. But anyways, so I was watching some of those videos and I was like, dude, you have like such a puss on.
You talking to me or yourself?
Both of us, but the video remember the first one I said our energy was just off. Like you could just tell. And I think you said we fought or something.
We were arguing
and then you could tell. Like you could just, the energy was different, but I was like talking and you were sitting there literally with a puss on. Like you looked miserable. Like, are you okay?
Actually, we weren't arguing. I just remember
we were annoyed or something.
We just like, we weren't feeling it. Like we just did not feel sitting in the camera, in front of the camera. And I knew like there was a little bit of not disagreement, but just kind of, how are we going about this? Like, how are we streamlining this? And so there was just, there was tension.
My point is you could tell.
Yeah.
And so I do think with the camera, you are more aware of how your facial reactions are. Like if you're talking and then I'm like rolling my eyes or I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be more cognizant of that.
Why? Just let it flow.
But I'm more trying to be more cognizant of that in general.
Okay.
Right?
Well, good. No, that's a good
Or
thing.
when I'm talking and your eyes are closed and you're just like with your hands down your pants, like.
Hands down my pants? My hands are in front of my sweater.
Whatever. So yeah, I think you do think a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. It's different because there's eyes on you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's get into.
Okay, hold on.
Well, number one, like how cool is our office studio?
Oh yeah, if you're watching it, I think the backdrop.
So all pictures of our Travsessed trips.
I love this wall.
I know, me too.
It makes me so
more.
happy. So I just did an Instagram post, or I'm sorry, an Instagram story, like when you were on the phone with your mom, and I think it's kind of interesting, kind of what we're talking about, because we've been here for 7 months. So I did a thing on the story. It was like, we've been in Colorado the first half of our year. Like we literally haven't left Colorado. I mean, I went to Tennessee, you went to be with my dad, but like, that's completely different. So it's the longest we've ever been in one place. And I'm saying in the past 14 years as travelers, because even when we're on a contract, we're usually on the go, right? Like being in one place, it's actually for 8 months. It's been
September
a really long
through
time.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, geez. And again, while I've really enjoyed it because we were so go all the time, especially the last couple of years with Travsessed trips, it felt really good to just be settled in one place. To like, we got so much done. We were super productive. We had nowhere to go. Obviously, we just had space, like with everything going on with my dad, I could just be. I didn't have to go I'm so grateful for that.
It was good for work too.
Just everything. So I've enjoyed it, but I'm also so ready to go. So ready to go. So I put our second half of the year looks a little different, and I wrote it out, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
I know.
So I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
So June. So right now we're recording this. It's May what?
6th.
Okay. We leave for Kilimanjaro May 30th.
29th.
Tanzania. Yeah. Is it the 29th or the 30th?
29th.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was the 30th. Okay. We need to double check that.
We should probably check that.
So June. We do our Tanzania trip. So we're hiking Mount Kilimanjaro and with a safari, which, oh my God, just that in general, we'll circle back. Okay. And then after our trip, our Travsessed trip, Aaron and I alone are going to Turkey, which I'm so excited about. We're doing Istanbul, Cappadocia, and we're going just for ourselves, but also as a research trip for a potential future Travsessed trip. Okay. July, just Colorado summer, which I'm so excited about.
Colorado summer, but also going camping that we booked a year in advance for July 4th, which is awesome.
Yep.
First solo camping trip.
No, we camped in Uray, but it was during the storm and we almost blew away, so it doesn't really count because we went into the cabin.
Yeah.
Okay, August, also Colorado summer, but we're also running our first ever U.S. Travsessed trip rafting in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So
starting in Moab.
That's really fun.
It's awesome.
So that's like a long weekend trip,
mm-hmm.
which is cool. So July and August are kind of Colorado summer vibes, but then we have the Utah trip in there. Perfect. Okay, September, Travsessed Greece. We're running a Greece trip, which
Mm-hmm.
so excited about. And after the Greece trip, you and I are going to Iceland to do a research trip for a future Travsessed trip.
Mm-hmm.
Right after.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do like a van and do the whole thing. October, we're doing Travsessed Jordan, going to Jordan. I swear to God. I
can't stop.
I'm sorry. Am I
stop.
boring you?
No, I can't stop. I think I have a lack of oxygen.
Do you want me to blow on you?
That helps. Go ahead.
Blow in you?
Keep going.
And then November, we're going on a Caribbean cruise for Aaron's sister's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also our anniversary. We'll be on the cruise,
mm-hmm.
which is fun. And then December, I have TBD.
It's not TBD.
Yes, it is. We don't know 100%.
Okay, then we're not going to go. If it's TBD, we're not going to go.
Well,
and that upsets me.
Does?
Yes, very much so.
Well, we can talk about it.
I'm very excited because that just gets us to 2026, which the TBD is back when Kim and I played Deal or No Deal, and it was trips basically, and then we made a rule that like we can't do this gift unless like we stick to it. And this year's actually perfect, and it ends perfectly with our schedule that we can go do the European Christmas markets as a research that will either be a Travsessed trip or a trip kit. And it's perfect. Yes. And I want to do as many of the markets as possible because we also get to explore a lot of European countries that we've never been to. And then do Finland in the winter, which is another research trip. And then that takes us right into Travsessed Thailand, which then leads us right into Travsessed Patagonia. So that's all the way through March of next year.
Right. So the TBD is just because we've talked about that. If it's like, it really just kind of depends on where we're at and what's happening because we're going to be gone so much. And like, that's such a big trip. And then, so that's why I put TBD. But I 100% want to be able to do that. I think it's just like, how do we feel, right? Because we haven't really been on the go at all. And so just, we're putting a pin in it for right now, but even take December out, reading that, I was like, holy shit. Like, and we knew that. We knew enjoy this time because once June hits, it's balls to the wall. But seeing it written out, I'm like, holy shit, dude, here we go.
Well, which is great because like you said, I mean, I was just talking to my mom before we started recording this and I was like, sitting here for 8 months, like I am so antsy. Like we literally bought new suitcases and they're still sitting in the box. Like,
that's weird.
It's insane that we haven't even pulled out nothing more than a carry-on.
I know.
In 8 months. And I told my boss yesterday, I was like, you realize this is the longest stretch I have ever worked since I became a traveler 14 years ago.
We had that long stretch in San Francisco. But other than that, because we went perm. So we lived there for 3 years and we were permanent. So that was the longest.
I guess I was full-time for a long time.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, again, that was 9 years ago?
Yeah,
I mean, that was so long ago.
9 years, it's the longest.
That was 11 years ago because I just got a Facebook
2013.
You know how Facebook does the, what are they called? Memories or whatever. And it was, and I showed you the video and I thought it's like so funny. So I was doing, I think it was a live, which is even more cringe, but I was doing a face to camera video. This is when we were first on the scene. And I was giving a tutorial about how to use leftover olives
from martinis,
from making filthy martinis, and how to turn that into a tamponade and like put it on chicken or blah, blah. And it was like, I screenshotted the video because I'm like, oh my God, that was 11 years ago. And it was in our kitchen in Palo Alto. Both of us were working at Stanford. I look like a child.
No, I know.
11 years ago.
Well, I mean, I was there from 2013 to 2016.
God.
So
okay. So there you go.
Yeah. So that was like 2015 that
Wow.
you filmed that.
Wow. I mean, 11 years. Yeah, 11 years ago. I
That's
looked
crazy.
so young. And I was like just doing my good work, giving those tutorials of how to make Tom. I think it was like a 20-minute video. I mean, it's so cringe.
That was back when grubbing with the Gibsons was like a thing.
That we were kind of a big deal to us.
To us. We always are.
But that's actually, if you think about it, you said 2013. That's crazy because we started traveling in 2012. And then we did a contract in Atlanta, a contract in Wisconsin, a contract in Pacifica, then went to Stanford and ended up going. And I guess we were on contract. So we were travelers.
I was on contract for a full year.
And I was a traveler there too. And then we ended up going into full time because we loved it so much. And we were like, we're going to live here forever.
Well, and the pay was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I built the program. So like they basically were like, sign your ticket.
But isn't that weird to think that we had only traveled for a year?
It's true.
And we were like, we're never leaving. I mean, we got furniture. We settled back in. Like, we were like, we live here now.
It's true. And then 2016.
We're like, fuck this, let's go.
2016, we haven't stopped. Well, we have, but like,
Yeah.
A lot's come up, but dang, that's crazy because like we've been traveling for 14 years. Mm-hmm. So like that's
be 15 years this year.
No, it'll be 14 this year.
Oh, really?
In August.
Oh, I thought it was
2012, buddy.
Yeah. My math's not mathing.
August of 2012 to August of 2026 is 14 years.
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
So we made it 13 and
13 some
10.
change. Okay.
So.
Well, that being said,
leads right into
on Instagram story. If you're not following us at Kim and Aaron G, riveting content happening over there. You don't want to miss it.
What do you mean?
I drew a 9 and I said officially in single digits, baby.
So this is a big moment because I mean it dates back to like Kim and I. And again, if you've been following us since 2019, you know that we've done like Burn the Scrubs party for probably 3 or 4 times.
No, twice.
2016 we burnt the Scrubs.
And
2017.
Was it?
Probably.
Who knows?
And then we said we were leaving again for a year in 2020. So
that wasn't our fault. That was COVID's fault.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So anyway, we are officially, I mean, we've stepped into PRN. This will be twice. It's already been twice. We've done it. Poor Baptist organization in Jacksonville. God bless those people. Like, they're the kindest people. They created positions for Kim and I. We lasted like a week.
Okay, but do you remember my sister, side note, she just reminded me of this and I completely forgot. It's been 3 times because the first time we went PRN at Baptist. So again, if you're new here, we used to work full-time at Baptist. Okay,
That's where we met.
That's where we met. We know everybody. We're close. We had really great relationships there. The first time we went PRN, you and I were in orientation together and never came back. We never worked one day.
Correct.
I forgot about that.
We just went to
sister
orientation.
Reminded me.
Yes.
And then we were like, sorry, we have to go. We're like, what are we doing?
That was also the time that we bought all of that furniture from the Swedish place.
Ashley?
The Swedish place.
Oh,
right?
IKEA.
IKEA. Bought all the furniture at IKEA. I put it all together. We built an entire house. And then we called and we're like, we have to leave. And like they were like, okay, we'll come pick it up. And then they're like, wait, you built all this? And I was like, yep. And they were like so mad.
They were so mad.
So mad.
Because they thought they were just coming to pick up boxes.
Yeah.
Surprise. So then that was the first time. We didn't even make it to the department. We dipped out on orientation. We're like, why are we doing this? And then you ended up taking a contract in Orlando. Mm-hmm. So it was like right up the street for like quadruple the pay. We're like, we could make way more money in this than working $30 an hour, whatever. Okay. Second time, went back to Baptist speeches and actually made it through orientation. And
I worked 3 shifts.
you literally, worked less than a week. I worked for a month.
Couple months.
Yeah. So, and then we left again.
Yeah. And that was it.
And that was it. And then now we are PRN here I've already been working PRN here for, Chris and I were just talking about this. July, the beginning of end of June, beginning of July was when I started. So it's almost a year. Mm-hmm. It will be a year. Wow. I've worked, So I've been PRN there and I work a few days a week consistently. And I love it because it's like I go to work a couple of days a week, but I'm still in charge. I have the freedom and flexibility I can pick up as many shifts as I want. If I'm like, let me pick up a bunch of shifts, make some money, or I need to scale back because we have a lot going on in Travsessed. So it's like, I really have the freedom there. And so my average schedule is like 2 days a week. And then I get 3 days to work in Travsessed. And it's like perfect.
And it's also 2 6-hour days.
Yes.
Which is nice.
True. Yes, I work 2 6-hour days. But this week I'm working 3 days. Because I'm working tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. You already did Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's Sunday. It's like weird. Because I'm off on a Thursday, so it feels strange.
Yeah.
But I've been a traveler at this location. Technically, like, I've been off and on because we've had Travsessed trips where we've been gone 3-4 months out of the year. But I signed on in November of 24. November of 24? December of 24. Mm-hmm. And then have left, here and there. But basically, I'm taking my last... I can't take any more because it's the 12-month time in June. Mm-hmm. And so I leave on May 22nd and we're officially going PRN legitly this time.
So that was the countdown. So you have 9
work days.
We always do a countdown to end contracts. It just makes it more fun. But this one's even bigger because you have 9 days of this contract and then you're going PRN too. And so we'll both be PRN, which is so amazing because for a lot of different reasons, I mean, we've worked our fucking asses off to get here. So we could both be PRN and be able to support ourselves with that and Travsessed and all of the things. But, oh my gosh, what was I? But it's also us taking contracts. We cannot do that and
you just read the
trips.
Schedule. There's no way.
That's what I mean. So this is like the perfect place that we can, and they pay really well here for PRN. And so it's like, again, versus Baptist that I'm like, why am I working?
I wasn't even making $30 an hour with close to 20 years experience in the hour.
So it's like I work, a couple days there. It's great money and it's an amazing place. It's super chill. And so we have the flexibility to be able to take off and travel and run our trips and do all the things we need to do. We can come home, we can pick up shifts. So it's like there's no moving around anymore. So it really is just like the perfect fit for where we're at.
Us.
And they need us.
It's not like we're fighting for shifts.
No.
It's like, you want to work? Let me know. I mean, my boss said, "Oh, you're not really a full-time PRN?" And I was like, "No."
I know.
Like those two words don't even go together.
No.
Like I misspoke because I meant to tell her like I'm not working at another facility like the other PRNs are. So like they might be able to cover one day of their week like that they're off on their other day. When I'm home, I'm able to cover if I want to or not. Mm-hmm. So that's basically what I was getting at. Is full-time, meaning like I'm not pulled behind another facility. I'm your guy and I'm only working PRN at your facility.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But like what a cool, I mean, I don't even know what that feels like. I don't know what that week feels like. I just know like last week I got the opportunity to work 3 days and be home for 4. And like that felt amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to like get into that groove and feel what that's like and actually let that sink in for all the hard work that we've put into this. And then, being able to gear up for Travsessed trips and then know that like when we come home, we're coming home, which we got to do for Peru and Oaxaca. And that felt amazing. Like leaving Denver and flying back into Denver, and then like just being home in our own bed with our own stuff and our coffee and our own routine and our gym and our store and everything done. Like we have an Instacart waiting for us when we get home, and like it's just absolutely amazing with our pizza place and our like it's awesome.
It just takes, it was so stressful, like really thinking about that, of we would end a trip, a Travsessed trip, and we would always come back to Florida because that's where our family is, and that's kind of like our hub, right? When
It's our tax home, yeah.
Yeah, right. When we're that's our home base. And so like we would come home, and then we like we're you know, we had just run a trip or two back to back. Like we did that a lot in the beginning. And while it's amazing, we're also like exhausted. And then we get home, we're like, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? Like, where are we going to work? Do we need to pack up? How far do we have to drive? Like there was always like so much that needed to happen. And instead of just being like, okay, we get to come home, reset, recharge after running trips, get back into routine, and then just kind of get back into your life. There was always 1 million steps that had to happen before we were able to do that again. And as you know, like you're a traveler listening, you never know where you're going to end up or where you're going to go and how far you're going to have to drive. And then you have to find housing and all of those things, which again, that used to be something we loved so much about traveling. But when we were like adding that on to everything else, we were like, this is like so stressful. And then trying to plan trips between a contract, it was like, this isn't working.
No. And I think that was the crazy part, is not to mention the amount of social fatigue that goes into these trips, because when we're there running it, we're on. And like I used to try to like preserve my energy, like kind of like if you think about any sort of like workout class you do, like you're kind of eyeballing the next station, being like, like how much do I want to give on this one, because the next one's going to be hard. And so like you're constantly thinking, at least I do, about that. But like I'd be like, okay, we have 7 more days of this trip. I'm already feeling a little tired. I need to kind of back off a little bit, and I can't go as strong as I need to. And then we would fly home, and all of our family and friends are like, oh, let's go to dinner. Let's see each other. And then we had to make decisions about traveling. And like,
I don't want
you're
to
just
talk to
literally
one person.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
And like running on fumes, which I feel like our family's got like 5% of us.
Oh, 100%.
I'm just clinging on for dear life and like falling asleep like during conversations. And so now it just feels like it's all aligned finally, right? Like but I always say, like, it's not just aligning in the generalization of like, oh, look what happened. Like we intentionally aligned it this way through years and years and years and years and years of hard work and dedication and never losing focus on what our end goal was. And I think that goes by the wayside a lot of times. Like people are just like, cool, like you did this. But like when you really look at it, the amount of intentionality that went into this decision and actually stepping into this PRN life, which now we looked at each other and we were like we had amazing outcome for, an interest in Travsessed Thailand, and also in our recent launch of Travsessed Patagonia, where you're just like, you want to run another one? And it was like, not like, oh, but we have a contract we have to come back for. So technically there's people interested in going on this trip, and we could run another one, but like we got to get back for a contract. And like now it's just like, do you want to? Like when could we put that in? Or what other trips do you want to run? Like being able to step into this full time is the most exciting thing I could possibly think of.
I'm really excited for you because, like I said, I've been doing PRN for almost a year. So I have a really solid routine. And also because we haven't gone anywhere, like I really developed a good routine with going into work, doing what I need to do there, and then working in the Travsessed office, and like a good balance with it all. And I will say it's completely, and you've been working full time still, right? Because you're in a contract. So you're still working your normal full-time job. And
managing Travsessed on the back end.
Oh, I know, right? So like you work full days, and then you come home, and then you do all this stuff with Travsessed like at night.
And on my days off.
Right. And so it's just, it's constant where, again, and I don't ever want this to come across as like complainy or something, because I'm obsessed with what we get to do. I'm so grateful for what we get to do. And like the life we get to freaking live. I mean, it's incredible. Like truly, I love what we get to do. It's also a lot of work. And I think that, you know, for years we've kind of put, you know, our social life on the back burner and even just, you know, our own time on the weekends, because instead of just being like, hey, like, let's go do X, Y, and Z, that's the time that we have to work on the things that we need to work on because you're, you know, full time. So it's like we have limited amount of time that we can like work on the things we need to do. So that becomes evenings and that becomes weekends. And that's been a lot of our life for many years now.
Mm-hmm.
And so just the fact that you're going to be moving into a position where you could work 2 days a week. You know, you could work 3 days a week if you wanted to when we're home. And then, you know, you give 2-3 solid days of Travsessed because you get so much done in that time. I'm like, hell yeah, I freaking kicked ass this week. I got so much done. And now on Saturday, do you want to go out and like go for a hike or go meet friends for dinner or go camping, like to actually have a little bit more balance? I think that's something that we've really missed the last few years, is that I don't feel like we have a lot of work-life balance. I say that because it probably looks weird because we travel all the time. We do so many cool things all the time. And we do, like, we've done a lot of hiking here in Colorado. We've definitely done a lot of cool stuff, but I think there's just a lot of our downtime that you and I just go and enjoy on our own or with friends is 15%.
Well, not only that, like, yes, we might still go do that stuff, but what is not always talked about is the amount of guilt that sits, no matter even if like we've been trying to train for Kilimanjaro and go for hikes every Saturday. But also we're in Colorado and it's absolutely gorgeous and there's amazing places to go explore. And so we go do an amazing hike and then we go to a brewery and we sit there. And the entire time I'm thinking, oh man, like I've got so much to get done and like I should be doing this stuff. And like to feel like I put a solid work week in where I was actually able to contribute to the business that we have built and we love and not feel guilty about enjoying my downtime is absolutely amazing. And I will say this has just been coming up lately because I'm getting so close to the end. Everybody at work, I swear to God, if they say it one more time, I'm going to snap. They're like, oh, you have 9 days and then you're going on vacation. And I'm like, I get that it's semantics, but like,
yeah, I know.
Like
I'm sorry.
It is a vacation, right? I mean, yes.
Well, we're climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. So take that out of it.
But we're also running a group.
No, exactly.
Handling logistics.
Yes.
Like making sure that our travelers have the best time of their lives.
Yes.
So my and your comfort is put second when it comes to our group.
Yes.
Now, if our group is great the whole time, then yeah, we get to just sit back and enjoy it. But like, we are responsible for these people.
Well, I mean, yes and no. We have a whole team that's
correct.
Us. So like, you and I aren't responsible for them as far as like safety and stuff goes.
Right.
Like we have a team that does that, but there's so much that goes in the back end of this leading up to the trip. So it's not like you and I are just going on a vacation together where it's just you and I fucking off.
Right.
Like,
we want to sleep and just take a nap by the pool.
Yeah. Like we are in it. Like we are organizing logistically. Like obviously on our hike, we'll have like a team around us, but like we are the ones in charge of all the logistics, making sure everything runs smoothly, making sure everybody has what they need. You know, there's a lot of moving parts with everything. And yes, we are in charge of that. We do a lot of stuff on the back end to make it as smooth as possible during the trip. But there's still stuff that always comes up. And so I will say, yes, it's not a vacation, and also take the group out of it. We're hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. Like that shit's hard. Like, you know, we're not like going to lay on a beach. But I do feel like with this group too, though, like I keep saying like so much. I gotta stop. Can't. I know I can't stop. How do I stop?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna try. It's so hard. It's just such like something. It's a filler word.
I know. I'm going to transcribe this video and then highlight every like so you can see it.
No, I don't need to see it. I know I'm doing it. I can feel it's like, but I can't stop. This group though this is where I'm so grateful for what we get to do. Like the fact that, yes, we're running this group and we are the host and we are in charge and making sure everything goes. Like if anything happens, people are coming to us, right? Like we are in charge of running this, but it feels like we are going on a trip with a bunch of friends because we know this group, we've hiked, most of them we've hiked Everest Base Camp with. Peru.
Patagonia.
Yeah, like we know everybody. Like it feels like a group of our friends. And they are friends, but
it is.
But it just feels like, okay, we're going to meet a group of our friends to go like do this amazing thing with.
It does feel weird that it's under the Travsessed business umbrella.
Yes.
Like there's people that come on our trips that we don't know. That have been in our community for a while, or they've heard our podcasts or whatever it is, right? And we don't know them. But this does feel like I just called a bunch of my friends and was like, hey, I got this deal in Kilimanjaro. You guys want to come?
Yeah.
And so it is crazy in that aspect, right? Because we are, on the outside on paper, we're the owners of this company. And it is a full-on travel company and that books experiences for people like on paper. But in the real world of it, like these people there's 2 people that are coming on this trip that they're going to be on their 8th trip with us.
I know.
Like that's insane, right? Like, so we've traveled almost every trip that we've done. They've been there.
I love that.
And it's like, it's really cool. Right. And like, so it does feel in a way like, yeah, like I get to go hang out with some really cool people and do some really cool stuff. And oh yeah, this is a business we created.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible, and this group, this trip is special in that way because we do have relationships with everybody. Because obviously we're hiking Mount Kilimanjaro. We are very specific with this group in general. Like, cause you have to have the right mindset, the right grit. Like, and this isn't for everybody. It's very niche. It's very specific. But what were we saying? How did we get on this tangent?
The vacation at work.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And again, some trips are a lot more heavy. Logistically heavy. Not heavy. Yeah, logistically heavy. There's a lot of moving parts. And again, while it's so amazing and fun, like we have fun. Like we're part of it. Like it's not, if you've never been on one of our trips, it's not like Aaron and I are in the back with like freaking notebooks and like a headset and like being all weird.
We're not a wedding planner.
No, like we are in it. We are part of the group. We are immersed. Like we are part of the experience, but we have just made sure that everything on the back end is running smoothly and everything is going as it needs. And
we also handle all the logistics for like, when is the group eating dinner? And like the guides that we hire on the ground come to Kim and I. So they're not going to everybody in the group. And then Kim and I set, what it is for the group. We also handle all the finances for the group and also making sure that is categorized properly. And if people get sick or need to go to the hospital or have something come up, like we arrange all of that stuff. So there's a constant behind the scenes going on. Like we try to be like the ducks in the water or the swans, where you're just kind of floating on water on the top and underneath our legs are kicking.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how these trips are.
So that's what I was saying is like, we're in it. We have so much fun, which is why, these people who come on our trips are friends, like we have so much fun with people. And, but it also is a lot of work. So I don't know if I would call it a vacation, but we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of mental stuff.
Yeah,
too.
It's just the way that they say it at work. Oh, so you're going on vacation. Like, awesome. And then you're coming back. And I'm just like,
yeah.
Vacation? If you say that one more time. Like, Turkey's a vacation. But it's still a little bit of work.
Yeah, because we're doing a Travsessed research trip. Because we want to do a future Turkey trip. And so in order to plan that, we really need to go and do as much as we possibly can to get a sense of things. Running, right? Yeah. So, but like, hell yeah, like that's my favorite kind of work. See, I'm getting excited.
Talk about me.
I forgot we're on camera.
Okay.
So I can't put my hands down my pants?
No, I mean you can.
Could be inappropriate.
That's how you want to represent yourself.
So, anyways, you are moving into PRN, and I'm really excited for you to experience what that feels like and for you to find your flow, because this is the first time, you know, if you've followed us for a while, I mean, we've been very open and honest about the fact that, you know, we want to get out of healthcare, and hence why we've been entrepreneurial for a decade, right? And Lord knows we've done a lot of things, right? But we've been very clear about that. Burning our scrubs, wanting to get out of healthcare, wanting to work for ourselves, wanting to have freedom in our life and flexibility and all those different things and not be tied to a hospital all the time. We've been so intentional with that. This is the first time though that like I have no desire, like I'm not trying to burn my scrubs. I'm not trying, like I love my job. I have the flexibility that I want. I have the flexibility. I can go in, I make great money, and I can work as much as I want. I can scale back when I need to. And for me, there's nothing in me that's like, I'm going to burn my scrubs. Like I love the balance that we've been able to create of working PRN in the hospital and also keeping one foot in the door, keeping our skills up, keeping money, all of that. Like that feels really good. But we can also go all in on Travsessed and be able to create that flexibility for ourselves in a way that feels really good. And I have a different relationship with being a sonographer. Like I actually really enjoy it. I love when I'm there. I get to use my brain differently. I get to keep my skills up. I like the people I work with. And I get to
talk to patients.
Yes, I truly enjoy it because I don't feel trapped.
Yeah, no, and I think that's
the biggest thing.
There's also another thing that just thinking about while you were talking that feels really good is the fact that like also knowing that if we work 2 days a week, each of us, our bills are paid.
That's insane.
So it's not like, oh my God, I'm going PRN. Now I have to work, 6 days a week to even like pay our bills.
Right.
And then we have to like subsidize and figure out like how we're going to make this work and all that kind of stuff. 2 days a week for you and I pays our bills with comfort. So like knowing that whether we run a trip or not, we can sit at home comfortably, still get to enjoy Colorado and only work 2 days a week, which is also intentional.
Yeah, we've worked our freaking little patooties off to get here. And I'm proud of us. Like, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of the work that we've done. But also the vision we've had, the dream we've had, that's never changed. Now, we've tried a lot of different things along the way. But the big vision and the dream that we had for ourselves in our lives have never changed. And we've always been so intentional, and we've also worked our asses off. And I'm like unapologetic about that because I also think like that's so important to like it's like work and vision together. And so we've worked really hard to get here, lowering our bills. Like again, because the more you have, the more you need to work to keep up with everything. And so we've always been intentional about that kind of stuff. And so I'm just proud of us. Proud of us. And I'm excited for you.
2 weeks away.
And who knows? Listen, we're sitting here. You just never know what can happen. We've changed our minds a million times. We might be packing up this place in a month and freaking moving to Alaska. Like, who knows? Like, it's always okay to change your mind. Life happens. Life throws you curveballs, and we kind of take it as we go. But like, this is where we're at right now, and it feels really good.
Yeah, I think you said it right. Like right now. But you and I are the firm believers of like next month, we might totally feel differently. Yeah. And that's okay. Wouldn't be the first time. We've also set our lives up for that. And I've always said, I never want to live a life where like I want to do something, but I'm pinned for outside reasons. And so I've always kept us in this like cool spot to where like, we both agree on that, which is another bonus that as a partner, I don't have somebody that's like, no, I'm good. Like here, like I'm good. Like I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. But like if something really cool comes up, you and I are both along the mindset of just like, ooh, let's go try it. Yeah. We can always come back. Never try, never know. Exactly. And so we've really set ourselves up for that. And I think that's where it's like, even with the Obsessed With podcast, it's in like the title or the description of the podcast that it's perfectly okay to pivot. It's perfectly okay to change your mind. It's perfectly okay to realign yourself with what it is you truly want. And that changes over time. And so nobody is like set on, exactly how the path is going to look. And I think you and I are like prime examples of that, of like, we've never lost the end vision. Just the route to get there was never what we imagined. And we've had to pivot and move and switch and change and go after things and see how they feel. And like, if you never try, you never know. And that's why we burned our scrubs so many times of like, let's just try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it feels. And then we're like, no, like no way. Like we can't do this. This is silly. We have more things to clean up, more things to get aligned, more things to streamline so that when we do it, it does work. And I think, that's where we're at now.
Yeah.
For the knowledge that we've gained over 10 years of trying to do this.
Yeah.
It's finally been aligned. All the mistakes that we've seen or didn't see are cleaned up now.
And I'm sure we're going to make a shit ton of mistakes moving forward. Like, that's life. Like, I think you just learn as you go. And we've always been able to adapt and pivot and figure things out. And, but you said the Pacifica thing, which I thought was, it's so cringe. Okay, Facebook always gives you memories, like I was saying, with the whole olive tamponade, whatever. So this was, I don't know, a couple of months ago, gave a memory, and it was his and her computer. So we were in Pacifica, but we were living in Palo Alto, I think.
We were, because we just started our fitness business.
We were personal trainers. And we bought 2 Apple computers. You had a blue cover, I had a pink. And we drove down to Pacifica, which is like a beach in San Francisco. And we set up our computers. This was the picture that Facebook was sharing with me. And it was like, I forget what I should have wrote what the caption said, but it was something like we worked from anywhere. Whatever.
Digital nomads working from the beach.
And it's so funny because that vision though of what that it's so cringe to think about, because we literally just got our personal trainer's license. I don't think we made $1.
No,
you're right, but we're we can work for ourselves now. We
were doing YouTube.
Yeah, we're we got this.
Yeah.
And but I love the Kim and Aaron that believed in ourselves back then, even when we didn't make $1 yet, but we were like, listen, we want to create something that's what the picture represents, of that we have that kind of freedom that we can take our laptop and we can work from anywhere in the world. I can work from a United airplane on my way home to Florida next week. I can work from Bali. I can work from an airport. I can work from my office here in Colorado. I don't want to be tethered to anything. I want to take my laptop and I can work from anywhere. And we were so clear about that. But back then that was kind of the thing, because being a digital nomad was such a buzzword back then. It was this new online world. And you would see people working from the beach today. And I thought that was so cool, which in reality, who you can't even see your computer screen at the beach. Who's working at the beach?
Right. Well,
you're not.
Right, you're not.
But it's just the point. It's kind of what it represents.
Yeah, the leash is cut.
Yeah. But that vision we held on for a decade of that is our dream, is that we can work from anywhere.
I mean, we used to take pictures when we were just on our vacation in Bali, and we would literally sit at Atman Cafe. We would drink butter coffees. We would sit there and work on God knows what.
You were editing YouTube videos, and I was planning and blogging.
Okay. So yeah, I was editing videos, and we would sit there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then at the end of the day, we would feel like we got videos done, and we would order a bottle of wine, and we would sit there on the rice fields in the same cafe with bed sores on my butt from those freaking cushions and the hard benches. And we would take pictures and say we were working from a cafe all day long in Bali. Because again, we just had that vision, even though we weren't really making any money.
At that, we weren't making $1. No. Well, I will, wait, was that before? Because did you see what I hung up there?
What's that?
The first ever money we made working for ourselves was a check. How much is that?
$200.
$200 from Jeanette. She hired us to be her trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And she wrote us that check. And I will never forget it. I have it hanging up in our corkboard on our office because I'm like, that was the first time that you and I had ever received money outside of the hospital from someone else who saw value in what we were offering and wanted to pay us to help her get in better shape.
That was the first.
And that was the first dollar we ever made. And we were like, oh, we got this.
Quit our jobs.
We're burn those scrubs. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And I think we went to Bali shortly after that.
No, that was in Palo Alto. So
yeah.
We did a whole contract.
Oh, yeah.
In Seattle.
That's right. Okay. Oh, yeah, because then we made the Get Fit From Within membership. I forgot about all that. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So many cringe moments. So many epic fails. But do you remember the webinar that we did? We were teaching and there was
nobody showed up.
There was one person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was our business coach's assistant.
Was it?
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, because she told her she had to be there. Then our business coach didn't even show up online. It was just her.
No, I think.
No, 100, babe. Seriously? Just digging in. I'm
sorry,
so
my
glad
nose itches.
This is on video. I'm so glad. You're welcome.
God, we had a video.
And now you're playing with it.
No, it's because it's not a booger. My nose was itching.
Okay, then what are you playing with? You don't play with itches.
It's something else.
Okay.
No, it's like skin. Anyways, I don't remember, but I think she did end up getting our membership though.
She did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then remember we did our first webinar and we were so excited. We held like a launch party. We bought food and everybody came over and we thought that our business was going to start like dinging for like all the people that purchased it, and then come to find out we didn't even have our link set up properly and like nobody could even buy it.
Yeah.
And then you stole Katie's credit card and like made her buy it while she was passed out.
No, she was not. I did not steal. Katie was our best friend, but I just got her drunk and like forced her to like pay for it and sign up. Oh my, we spent like hundreds of dollars on food.
Yeah, remember like Stanford Children's, they were so mad at me too because I had called into work to build our website and like called in basically for like an entire week.
No, I don't remember.
Oh
that.
Yeah, it was like, they all came after work.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was like,
You're like, excuse me, welcome to our office.
God.
Oh my God,
Cringy,
it's
dude.
so fucking cringe. But you know what? Never try, never know. That's on a board on a sign in Bali somewhere.
It's on my arm.
Is that on your arm?
Yes, it's tattooed on my arm.
Oh, okay.
Never try, never know.
And it's the truth. It's like you gotta put yourself out there. You have to try things. Like you just, and we kept going and we kept going and we kept going. And here we are. You're 9 days out from being PRN. We're about to go lead a Kilimanjaro trip, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And
I think that's the bonus too.
New
is
chapter.
Not stepping straight in from contract to PRN either. Like I have I don't come back until July 6th.
Yeah.
So I'm off from May 22nd to July 6th. And
oh
just
my God.
To enjoy it. Which I cannot wait for. I am so strung out and done.
I know.
Like I've literally burned the candle at both ends and I'm just like, I'm wrecked.
I know.
Like, I mean, you can see here now, I can't even sit here without yawning like 18 million times. Like my body is just like done.
Yeah, you've been freaking working your little ding dong off. Mm-hmm. And it's been a lot, but you made it to the finish line.
Yeah.
And again, new chapter. It's going to be an adjustment. It's going to be a transition. Both of us working PRN. Okay, what is that going to look like? And with all of it, from us being together, us navigating this new routine, us not having your massive paycheck every single week, because that was nice. It was huge, It was like, hell yeah, let's go, especially for me. Yeah. But yeah, everything's going to be an adjustment and a learning curve. And I'm excited to trial and error and figure it out as we go, as we always do. And Here we go.
I think that's it, right?
That is it. I'm going to Florida next week.
Me too, apparently.
Oh, we can talk. We'll record next week and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you for listening
and watching.
Oh yeah, go over to YouTube. You can watch me pick my nose.
Yeah, it's great. And put our hands down our pants and do all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And I apologize for all the yawning if that caused you to yawn.
That was honestly more of a buzzkill than the picking of the nose.
It really was.
Like, it makes me feel like you don't care what I have to say.
I kid you not, I'm holding on for dear life here.
You got a Celsius. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
let's get Daddy to bed.
I mean, I don't want to go to bed.
Tuck Daddy
I got things to do.
Tuck Daddy into bed.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks for being back with us. Thank you for being here.
Come on the road with us.
And we'll see you next week.
Next week. Good job.
Hell yeah.